What up, everybody? My name's Jay.
And I'm Oscar, and this is Entertainment on Tap. Salud, buddy.
Salud. Oh, that's so good.
Oh my God.
Terrible?
Yo. No, this is delicious. Oh my God. I just chugged the first beer. YT told me to do it. Oh my God, this is delicious. Wow.
I'm
God.
glad you do like it because Nani had those for like 4th of July, something like that. He did not like them.
Really?
So I was nervous for you. Oh, that was heavy.
Well,
What are you drinking?
give me 1 second, man. This is really good. All right, so first off, I want to say, hey everybody, sorry, man. We had like this hiatus for a minute. We had life, kids, family. We had a lot of things going on, weddings, but we're back. We're gonna go back to our regular schedule every 2 weeks. Talk about everything from what is it again, YT? Football, sports in general,
Sports,
movie.
movies, shows, music, uh, sometimes politics if it applies, especially I guess now that we're in a presidential campaign going on.
We're not gonna get deep into politics. Just
Not deep
the
into
thought.
politics, but we might allude to it. We
Yeah.
might talk about like, somebody getting shot in the ear possibly. I don't think we were recording around that time. But yeah, it's been a little bit. It's actually been 2 months, which is nuts to me because I know it's been a while, but I didn't realize it's been that long. But we're getting back to it. We'll be here every 2 weeks. Should be at 9 o'clock, depending on if people's computers work properly.
Yeah. Hey, get your house in order, please.
Get my house in order. You're right. You're right. It's good that we didn't do last week because my internet was crappy. I couldn't even stream my Twitch streams.
I guess I'll start off with our unofficial sponsor for today. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like this is one of those dangerous beers
Yeah.
that I actually really enjoy it. Like it's hard for me to really like an IPA, but this one is actually really good. Maybe because I chugged it. We'll see how it is when we sip on it. But this is really good, and it's 9.5% alcohol. And even though it's an IPA beer, they even say for some reason that it contains alcohol. So I don't know,
They
like
they have to because it has gummies on there, so it looks kind of kiddish, like juice almost. So they have to do that to like cover their bases.
okay, so this is from the Sweetwater Brewing Company. Here, let's take a look at the can right there. I forgot how to do it. You gotta put the hand in the background, like you're throwing up the Wu Tang.
They're
Yeah,
not anything to fuck with.
Yeah. So this is the Sweetwater Brewing Company. This is their gummies, as y'all can see. It's their tropical IPA. For those who don't know, it does contain alcohol, so you have to be 21 or older to buy. By the way, talking about 21 and older, I didn't realize that you now have to be 21 and older to buy cigarettes. Did you know that?
I didn't know. I didn't realize they changed that law.
I didn't know either. I just saw it one time at a gas station, and I'm like, huh. I
Is
said,
that
my ID.
a Florida thing? I think that's
Okay,
like, yeah. Look it up real quick.
yeah, but yeah, I saw it at a gas station that it's 21 and older to buy cigarettes now. It's crazy. Yeah.
All
What
51
is
states is 21 and up.
That's crazy. What if somebody in high school is 18 years old, they're stressing out about their finals and they need to have a cigarette? But like, come on.
That's an oddly specific cue. Like, did you just have like a flashback? Like, is something going on, bud?
A little bit, I think. So this is from the Brewers of the 420. Atlanta, Georgia, USA. I guess 420 is their, or it could be either weed or it can be one of their branded alcohols. Um, but for those who don't know, because according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because of
Wait.
risk of effects.
Okay, is that new like the cigarette law? Because
No. That's what this can. So basically, what this is saying, you got to be careful drinking beer if you're pregnant because your child could have superpowers, and nobody wants to raise a villain. Nobody wants Lex Luthor. All right. So that's that. T, who is your unofficial sponsor?
my unofficial sponsor is Voodoo Ranger, who has been a popular and will be a popular choice of mine for a while. Maybe we can get to the side, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe your ring camera might be a little bit too bright. I don't know.
Maybe we
It's
could do
because like
that.
you're sure.
So this is
Tropic
called
Force.
Tropic Force. It's a tropical IPA.
Look at you, buddy. Tropical. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's a new Belgium, but unfortunately, they don't have any details on the can. It's also a 9.5 beer. Let me get the box and see if it has some more info for me on here. The box says Tropic Force delivers hard hitting pineapple and mango flavors at a full throttle. 9.5 APV. This shark has tropical bite. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had a plan to do a show a couple weeks ago. Fell through. I bought this before, and I was excited. I don't know if you know this, but pineapple mango is like my favorite combination of fruity flavors ever. And so I saw this at Publix, and I got it. And I had this 2 weeks ago, and this is amazing. So I highly recommend. This is probably my favorite beer that I've drank ever, honestly.
I love the fact that you picked tropical, and I got tropical because we're very tropical people.
We didn't even plan it.
And you have a tropical Japanese shirt. Honestly, I'm actually kind of jealous. That is actually a pretty cool freaking shirt.
Thank you.
Carlos, I got him to try the.
Oh yeah, what happened?
He's already basically finished half.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh,
can I mention that or no?
No.
Okay, I can't mention what I just heard about Four Loco. So
Or Locos, damn. We're going back.
But anyway, I don't care. I'll say it. So Maria is on this thing. For those who don't know who Maria is, she is my main squeeze. She basically is deciding that some people who have never tried Four Loco to try it just to see what happens. Obviously, Four Loco doesn't have the same effect that it used to have when it first came out, but it's still pretty bad.
It's not 2010 Four Loco. 2010 Four Loco hit way different.
No, 2010 Four Loco can kill you. Seriously, no. But no, honestly, yeah. She said that she got it, and one of the people that she shared the Four Loco with just chugged half the can. So we'll see.
Good luck to them.
We'll see what the night leaves for us.
What are the chances of getting them on here in an hour after that Four Loco starts hitting?
I don't know. We'll see. If that one individual is turned from the Four Loco, by all means, we would love to have him on here.
We could use a guest.
Huh?
We could use a guest.
Can we? Do you think this would be good if
I think that'd be a terrible idea.
We'll see. We're gonna just think of it as like a science experiment. Whatever happens, happens.
What's your hypothesis on this science experiment right here?
It's bubbling actually. Like, can y'all see it? This is actually.
Yeah, I can see it. It's like re-fizzing again.
It's not stopping. Like, is that a good sign?
I'd maybe drink some of it. See all that foam coming up? I'd maybe drink some of it. I wouldn't worry about the hair right now. You've got bigger problems. You have a towel nearby, you might need a towel.
he said he was like, bueno. I was like,
It's still fizzing.
You bought yourself some time.
Okay. So the person who drank the Four Loko was like, "Wow, this is really good drink," and he's still drinking it. So I want to point out the time frame. He just got the can like maybe like less than a minute ago, and he's probably a little bit more halfway through the can.
I want constant updates.
We'll talk. So we got Nani. What's up, Nani? Buddy? Sorry that we took forever to get on. So the thing is, we haven't like. It's not that we didn't want to. Things just always complicated when we try to get on. So when I finally turned on my actual desktop, my whole computer decided that it was the right time to restart, refresh, update everything. So it took a lot longer than what I expected, but we're here now, so we're good.
Oh, that matters. Doesn't matter that we were 20 minutes late. What did you say? 20 minutes. And now we now owe Giovanni 20 gifted subs, which Oscar's going to sponsor, of course.
Looking forward to the 30 gifted.
30 gifted. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Can someone explain that to me?
So on Twitch, for people who stream, you can subscribe, and that costs about $6 American. And so you can also gift subscriptions to other folks. And so you owe him 30 times 6, $180. No big deal.
But what does he Twitch? Like I have a Twitch sometimes when I sleep. Like I do this little number right there.
Oh no. It's a website.
Is it porn?
It can be. If you try hard enough. Remember when you were a kid and you had a TV and it had like the scrambly channels? And you had to you had to do the work to make it work decently? That's how Twitch is, pretty much.
In Florida, we had the black box.
Oh, you had the black box. Okay. I didn't have that up in NYC in the hood.
He wants to see it.
My beer's being stolen, by the way.
She wants to see it.
Sometimes you have beer, sometimes you lose beer. You know?
So you never had the black box? Do you know what the black box is?
I feel like we did, maybe. I don't know. Was it just like a cracked, like cable box?
Yeah, so kind of. So for those who didn't want to pay for cable,
right?
What they would do is they would buy this. I guess I don't know the whole technology behind it. All I can say is that it basically was like a cable box, but you had all the channels for free. You had all the pay-per-views. You didn't have to pay for the pay-per-views. You had all of the Showtime, HBO. It's not cable; it's HBO kind of deal. You had all of the porn channels for free. You had everything. So yeah, it was
everything your heart could desire.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah.
I think we had something like that at one point because we had a cable box. It was like a legit cable box, but the version they had at that time was like you had a little card that went into it, and that kind of like gave you access to whatever you're supposed to have access to. And
was that like
what's that?
Was that like for your satellite dish?
No, we didn't have satellite.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot New York.
Yeah, no satellites in the hood. It was like a little card, almost like a card that you would get for like a hotel that went in there like with a barcode. You're frozen on my end. Oh, you're back now. And so if you put that in there, it would change like what access to like what channels you had. And so somebody, I guess, cracked the cards, and we had a card that like gave us all the channels. But that only lasted for like a couple months or whatever. Skittles is good.
Yeah.
Did it change it?
A little bit, yeah. I think it's just I think it's more dangerous now. Dangerous.
Oh man, the 9.5 is hitting.
It is. Honestly, that chug was not a good idea. Because I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink like that or at all in general.
Now it's catching up to you.
It's just it is. But yeah, honestly, talking about New York, you being neighbors with Jay-Z, let's talk about let's get to our first conversation. Since you're from New York, you were basically like your neighbor was a neighbor of a neighbor that was neighbors with Diddy. Let's talk a little bit about it. I would love for you to start off and kind of get into details of what's going on.
I just want to get out ahead of it. I have never been a person to have a copious amount of baby oil in my house. I don't have any stock in Johnson and Johnson. Um, Nobody needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil in their house at any given time, no matter what they're doing. I don't care if you have a slip and slide. I don't care if you're doing a photo shoot for 1,000,000 models. You don't need that much. I don't care if you have a bajillion kids in your house. Nobody needs that much baby oil. So where we're at is that Diddy, the diddler, was indicted. I've never diddled. I've never even considered diddling.
It's crazy that like you could say stuff and people understand what you're talking about.
It's a freaking verb now. It's like when it's not like, because they're obviously way different. But I mean, you shoot something into a trash can and you say Kobe, and everybody knows what that is. He's very close to being diddled is going to be synonymous with him.
It's funny that it's not funny, but like it's crazy how like I don't know if you remember like Nickelodeon when we were kids. They had like verb, just do it. Like basically go out there, do something that's active. Like now I'm thinking like now I hear like I don't know why like you said and I think and I picture that Nickelodeon thing that says verb and then the bottom diddler. Man, that's hilarious. God, dude, honestly, like I think we've been talking about Diddy for like the last few months, and it's funny how like it's. I wish we can kind of like do kind of like
a breakdown of timeline.
Exactly, like how everything was like, man, it's crazy that things happening with Diddy, his allegations to like, oh wow, he's allegedly like, oh my god, he beat Cassidy. Oh my god, he's arrested. Oh my god, diddler.
Yeah.
like bro, like we've been talking about Diddy for a good hot minute. It's wild, and with everything that's been coming up with him, besides, so I saw this TikTok thing, and honestly, I think I should start like writing these people's names down so to give them the props, since I'm the one that I saw and I could actually give them props for saying it. But like, there was this guy who brought something up about the whole like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And honestly, it makes sense because it is ridiculous to have that much baby oil in your house at one time. But then he mentioned something like, why would they make such high emphasis on the baby oil? Why would the feds confiscate the baby oil? Do you really think it's baby oil in the baby oil bottles? This was the conversation.
I've never even considered that it's not baby oil, and that just makes it worse.
But what I'm saying is like this is what the guy was saying. Oh, man, I wish I would have saved this video because I honestly like he mentioned just that one part right in the beginning, and I was hooked for like the 2-3 minutes that he was saying because I want to hear his thoughts. It makes sense. Like yes, it's funny to think of. It's funny to think of like can you hear this long?
Yeah. I can take my battery real quick, so I can't hear you right now. But the other funny thing too is I saw that the attorney was making the argument that P. Diddy is a shopper at Costco, and so like other folks who shop at Costco, he buys in bulk, and that's why he had so much baby oil. And I'm gonna go back and say that in all of my time shopping at Costco and shopping at Sam's, I have never seen a pallet of 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yet.
That's because the diddler is buying them all.
Costco stocks just went down, by the way. I hope you all know that.
Ridiculous. So like Nani says here, he says instead of leaving riddles, he just leaves bottles of baby oil, and that the new Batman villain is a diddler. I legit told my wife the other day. I said, "So you know how in the Batman movies or a lot of the comics, the Riddler's costume is just green with a question mark on it. You just take the question mark off and just put a silhouette of a baby oil bottle on it.
Or no, just put a J for Johnson.
You could do that too. Either one. What up, Chris?
Dudes. But but like the video, honestly, like it really does bring up a good point. Like, why would they make so much emphasis on the baby bottles?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
hearing his argument on it, it makes sense. I don't think it's baby oil in those bottles. I think it's something else.
Right, they wouldn't confiscate that much baby oil.
Exactly. If it wasn't some type of hallucinant drug. Give me 1 second while I figure out what my dog is barking at. Please, if you want to mention your sponsors one more time.
A sponsor, our sponsor is Voodoo Ranger Tropic Force. Somebody's at his house. I heard the chime go on. I don't know why the ring light is too strong today. But if we get there, ooh, now we see it. Now we see it. If you guys like mango or pineapple, I highly recommend this beer. This is my second time drinking it, and it is delicious. And it's strong. But it goes down smooth.
Puede poner pendiente al perro, por favor.
Ooh, you speaking. I like it when he does that.
These girls.
Can you roll your R? Ooh.
All right, so for my unofficial sponsor today is from the Sweetwater Brewing Company. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Yo lo aprendí cuando aprendí esto. Durmiendo. O en el cuarto. No sé. Hey, I like your shirt. Me gusta tu camisa.
Feel it.
Me gusta tu
Feel it.
camisa. Hey,
Feel it.
súbese a Duke, por favor. Tráigale a Duke adentro. Sí. So, I'm sorry. So this is from the Sweetwater Brewing Company. This is their Gummies Tropical IPA. Hold on. Sorry, hold on.
No, you're good. You're almost there.
Let me throw up the Wu-Tang again. Can y'all see it? I can't tell if y'all can see it. So this is a 9.5% alcohol. They have to mention, according to YT's, because since it says gummies, they would kind of make sure that they don't sell it to the kids. But yeah, it does have a thing that says it does contain alcohol, 21 and up. From Atlanta, Georgia. It's a hazy double IPA bursting with tropical and citrus flavors.
Bursting.
But yeah, 9.5% alcohol. So good times. It's gonna be a good time today. Honestly, like I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of feeling it. And now my Skittles are no longer colorful. They are now white Skittles. I won't be able to taste the rainbow anymore.
No, I think you're actively tasting the rainbow. The rainbows are all in there now.
So all right, so besides this thing with Diddy and the baby oil, there's obviously everything. Some stuff are now like truthful. Yes, he has been hosting these freak offs, which behind the whole story with the whole sexual traffic allegation or women, the sex trafficking allegations, the drugs. I think he's getting like a weapon or arsenary charge. He's getting a lot.
They did confiscate a lot of weapons, but I didn't see that exactly like what they ended up charging him with for that.
And I didn't know this. Like, so I saw this. I follow a few lawyers on TikTok, and they were kind of showing me like how it's broken down into like how many years like each type of crime would get you for how many years or months it will take you to be in jail for whatever crimes that you commit. I didn't know it was kind of like how there's a pay scale. There is a jail scale. It's crazy. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. I thought it was just kind of like, something you jaywalked. That's like 3 years in prison. That's what I thought. Kind of like it was just kind of like they guessed it. Bro, we got freaking Max. Max just hopped on. Freaking the co-founder of Dole Pineapple. Look at this. What's up, buddy? Anyway.
Co-founder?
Well, yeah, he's the co-founder. He's one of the co-founders of Dole Pineapple.
Big ups.
But yeah, no, he just has a lot of charges. I don't think this guy is gonna be like what's the guy that was on that 70s show?
Danny Masterson.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like him. I don't think he's gonna see the light of day ever again. Like it's just a lot of charges.
No.
A lot of charges that this guy gets. That this guy's
getting. The only way, and I don't even think it's that possible, or that he'll even do it, that he can get his sentence reduced is if he just starts ratting people out left and right. But I think if he starts doing that, then you start getting into, and this is conspiracy theory level, but you start getting into the realm of possibility of him being moved into max security and getting Epsteined at that point. But that's a whole different conversation to be having.
But like, let's go over like a lot of what some of the people are talking about right here. So hold on a second. Let me move this camera around.
Bonani says first, supposedly Jay-Z is now being looked at, which is true. I didn't realize that Diddy and Jay-Z were close at all.
Wait, yeah, that's been obvious for years. They would host parties together. Like
had
that one speech that Diddy did in a group of circles saying about raising wealth within the Black community and all this stuff. And it was Jay-Z and him. Like they're great friends.
I didn't know that until 2 weeks ago.
But
and LeBron.
See. So Max Dole, yeah. What Chris has been watching the downfall for Diddy for years. They're gonna kill Diddy and say it's suicide. Honestly, yeah. And honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Back to what you're saying, like him ratting people out. Yes, I think he's gonna rat people out, but I don't think it's gonna be for reduced jail time. Because I think he just has so much against him right now that his ratting out people is gonna be for maybe a better jail location.
That makes more sense for sure.
Better treatment, better have more freedom in jail than going to some type of federal prison where he's gonna everybody's gonna assume that he's gonna get killed. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think he's gonna end up just a better jail time. I don't think if he walks from this or gets some crazy reduced jail time, I think more people are gonna be pissed off. Because this has been in the media everywhere.
I don't think he'll get away with not having a lot of jail time still. I think he's looking at life with everything up against him. So I can see him saying, okay, I'm going to flip on this person or that person and it be something that, can snowball into a bigger thing maybe. But you're saying, I think that makes more sense is that he might flip and they won't get him years off, but he'll get into a better spot to where he's got a little bit more security and it's not as prison-y. Maybe it's a little bit more resort-like or whatever.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think he's just gonna be obviously looking out for number one. He knows that he's never gonna come out. I think he's just trying to find where do I feel more comfortable dying?
Pretty much.
It's not saying he fucking deserves it. Cause it's not just the allegations. Maybe a lot of this shit is true because I know it's been a theory, and maybe they might actually finally prove it that he is basically the puppeteer for the Tupac and Biggie murders. Maybe he was maybe a puppeteer. The guy that killed Pac already said that multiple times, even prior to this, that Diddy paid him $1 million to kill Pac. So, like I said, and that's a whole different other.
And I don't think people are that surprised at this point because it's been out for a while that he had something to do with Pac being killed. what's kind of new, at least to me, is that he has something to do with Biggie being killed too.
To be honest, I'm in the same boat. Like, it's just so hard to believe for me. But then again, I really never did like the actual research. I didn't know until recently that Biggie was actually planning on leaving Bad Boy Records, because which it does make sense that he was that Diddy was withholding and getting more money than Biggie should have gotten. And I didn't really find this out until like maybe about a year ago, because I think the same issue was happening with like Mace and Lil Kim and other people that were uh, part of Bad Boy Records, that they were getting basically gypped out of their contract.
Yep.
Orlando here, Max says Orlando Brown and Cat Williams was trying to tell us for years.
That's the thing. Cat had the interview with Shannon Sharp earlier this year, and a lot's coming true off that interview. It's wild.
Orlando Brown, yes, he's been saying it, but man, it's the thing. The thing about Orlando Brown is like, yes, he's been saying a lot, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that judging a book by its cover. But Orlando Brown been looking crazy.
I saw a TikTok earlier, and it was just a clip from one of the scary movies, and they're making a joke about a Diddy party and it being crazy. And it's like, it's not been not mentioned before. People have been talking about Diddy parties being something else, and not being around there if you're not trying to be involved in that kind of stuff. So it's been known for forever. But it's kind of like Harvey Weinstein. People knew he was a creep too, and alluded to it for forever. And it's not until somebody finally speaks out and government starts taking action on it that anything actually happened with it.
True. I don't know. I'm curious to see if anybody else is gonna go down. Like, there's always the suspicion. Jay-Z is probably number one suspicion that's gonna go down. Then you have LeBron. You have Ashton Kutcher right now also in the mix. Like, you have a lot of top people, but the thing is, like, look at the Epstein. Like, he has receipts on a lot of people, a lot of really powerful people, but yet has anybody went down?
Nope.
So
That's what I'm saying. They might be a little trickery or on unfortunate events that happened to him while he's locked up. I wouldn't be surprised by it. Seems to be the easiest way to quiet somebody down.
it is. It is pretty quiet. Hold on. Let me get an update.
He's okay. He's chilling.
He's chilling. Yeah.
Okay, so for those who don't know, so my woman, my main squeeze, my everything, all in between. So she's been talking to some family members of ours to try Four Locos. Once again, obviously, Four Locos is not the same Four Locos from 2010, but still, Four Locos it's still not a drink to fuck with. It's a lot of caffeine, a lot of sugar, and alcohol, obviously. So it's still not a drink that, like, honestly, I don't see myself thinking that, man, Four Loco, yeah, let's fucking do it. No, man, nigga, I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm not gonna be drinking Four Loco. So, but regardless, she decided to buy Four Loco.
Since they came here, I wanted them to try.
So they never even heard of Four Loco. So she was like, you know something, I'm gonna buy Four Loco for them. So far, one of them drank out of the can, maybe a little bit more than half of the can, and then the other one drank maybe a quarter of it. And honestly, so far, one of them is kind of like, and then the other one is like,
It's still early.
it's still, yeah.
There's plenty of time left on the clock.
let me point out that they got the can maybe like 30 minutes ago, and the can is gone. So there's no sipping.
He keeps telling me how good it is. Like, if he wants me to get another one, he's like, "Oh man, that was so good."
You should send them to the gas station. Send them to the gas station and tell them to get another one for themselves.
I don't know if they have. I don't know. No, it's not safe. I think that's sufficient for him.
Supposedly he's in the worst prison ever. You know that shit doesn't happen on accident. What's faux loco? So it's not faux loco, it's for loco. Honestly, for loco, back when it first came out, there was no regulation of how much caffeine and sugar they and alcohol they added. It was just throw everything in the can and then enjoy the drink. And one can basically you can go from having a good night to why the hell where am I? Why I'm in jail? Why whose house is this? It'll really mess you up. So then they had to basically do a whole recall on the drink and recalibrate their whatever they had to do to make it good for people to drink and not die.
Drinkable, but you guys still gotta drink it with caution.
So this is basically the same thing as Diddy. On top of these all of these on top of all these allegations, I guess it's kind of I'm going to be very curious to see if they're going to come out and say anything. And I'm talking about Usher and the Biebs. Are they going to come out and say anything? Are they going to say like, yeah, the diddler diddled me? You know, did he diddle me? Yes or no? And then just kind of see what their thoughts are. It's just like the Nickelodeon show that just came out about the original '90s, all that cast with what's this cast's name? The one
Oh,
who
Dan
got
Schneider.
Drake.
Oh, Drake Bell.
Yeah. Like with his thing that he just came out talking about his his SA issues. Usher did talk about it on the Howard Stern, but he wasn't specific. Howard. So I remember that interview from Howard Stern. Howard Stern, like they really didn't get into really deep detail. He did ask Usher, "Hey, like if you had kids that were looking to get into business, would you allow them to go to Diddy's flavor camp?" Because that's what he called his music whatever camp to help you become famous, whatever. They called it the flavor camp. And Usher during the Howard Stern show said no, I wouldn't do that. But they didn't. No one has ever really went into detail about what actually happened to Usher. And then, of course, Biebs ended up going under Usher, and then Usher sent Biebs over to Diddy. I don't know if Usher. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because a lot of these artists and famous people, we grew up with, and seen that a lot of Diddy was never an idol of mine. He was never somebody that I looked up to. I think we talked about it last time that if I ever find out that Shaq did anything, I'd be devastated because Shaq is somebody who I truly admired, and he's probably one of my all-time favorite basketball players, and honestly, just person in general. And if I ever find out that he did something, I would be I would lose hope in humanity on the celebrity side. Like, damn.
Yeah, with all he does, and he had his shoe line that was he made it to where it was affordable for kids, so that way they could have a cool, shoe that they could wear with Nikes being or Jordans being crazy and all that.
I believe he was with Reebok first. I think that was the issue.
Yeah.
I think the story goes that he was with Reebok, and some mother complained to him that his shoes was too expensive. That his son was a huge fan, but she couldn't afford to buy him shoes. So he tore up. Like I said, I want to say it's Reebok. And just for this story, I'm just going to continue with Reebok. But yeah, he ended up terminating his contract. His agent, everybody said he was an idiot for doing it. But hey, profit is profit, and maybe he could have made more staying with Reebok, but he found a great home at Walmart. throwing his Shaq line. And like I said, in my mind, I think I'm hoping that it stays like this. That Shaq is probably one of the most humblest people in the celebrity realm.
It seems that way right now, but I agree. If anything comes out, it's gonna be a rough one to take in.
It would. It would. He like. I really can't think of like I have a lot of celebrities that I like. I'm a big Leo DiCaprio fan. But like I look at Leo and if they say anything, I could be like,
Yeah,
I,
he does love his 19-year-olds.
then I'm a big JT fan. Same thing. I'm like, I can see it. Shaq, not a perfect man. Like I said, if they came out and told me like, yeah, man, he cheated on his wife. Not saying that that's good, but I'm just saying that I could see it. But if it's something like, you good? Again? Oh, okay. Just, just making sure.
Oh, we need a separate cam.
I really do.
We need an action cam.
¿Quieres ir hola? You sure? All right. But yeah, back to Diddy. Honestly, and honestly, just to close up Diddy, because honestly, like this whole Diddy thing is kind of depressing, because a lot of people once again, a lot of the people that are probably gonna get are gonna get thrown in the mud. I think that's the good terminology to say, right? There is not somebody that I would honestly say like, oh yeah, man, that sucks, man. I used to look up to this guy, or I used to and I love this guy. It sucks that he went through this shit. Like I don't see that.
Right.
Me saying anybody that's gonna get that, get diddled. But it's, but yeah, it's gonna be entertaining to see who else is really gonna come out and get get the spotlight on them and say like, hey, you're not who you say you are. You are not this great, wonderful person. And I think who said it here? Max. Beyonce is going down too. Yeah, I could see her. I could see her going down too. I like I said, there's so many things that I'm seeing on TikTok. And to be honest, I haven't done no research to see. But you okay there, buddy? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Don't worry about me. Do your thing. Live your life.
So there's so many allegations right now of a lot of these people getting divorced now because of potential things that can come out from this whole Diddy situation. Like the mayor of New York is now indicted.
Yeah.
Lots of high officials from New York have either not have either. They resigned from their position, from their very high position that they probably worked years to get. Who knows what they did to get to that position? But it's
how many freak offs were they at?
Yeah, basically. And it's sad. It's one of those things. It's just one of the things. It's the way of the world. You can't. It's hard to get to a prestigious position without having like some skeletons in the closet. It is what it is. But it's just crazy that it's just your skeletons are coming out in probably the worst way possible, where like the whole world is basically looking at you now.
I mean, they didn't mind being famous before when they were making all that money.
No, true that. Let's, if it's cool, unless you guys want to say it was neighbor's neighbor, best neighbor. Anything to say in regard to old Diddler?
I just want to do a quick little PSA. Just don't diddle, Sometimes you might maybe possibly have the urge to do a little diddling. Just don't. There's no room for diddling. Or if you're going to diddle, Just ask the person if you can diddle. If they don't want to diddle, respect the decision to not be diddled. Don't be a diddler.
Just a,
Kids, don't be a
just a
diddler.
tip, just a tip is just a phrase, not an action.
Yes.
Salud, brother.
Cheers.
Salud to no diddling.
So you, if you don't mind standing up for a bit, I just want to show off your shirt there. It's a pretty cool shirt as well. Also, okay, yep, there we go. We got some Deadpool. If you need to call Deadpool, it's 555 pool. Maximum effort. Appreciate that. Okay, you don't got to do all. Okay, yeah, you can sit back down now. So this is the segment in the show where I will warn you if you have not seen and plan on seeing and don't want to be spoiled of the Deadpool Wolverine movie. First of all, it's been 2 months now, so this is on you.
I'm gonna say like there's no point in saying spoiler free because honestly it is it is Marvel's top movie of 2024. Honestly, in 2024, 23, 22, probably very
Since
close
Endgame.
No.
Since Endgame, I think.
I had to redact what I said because that's not true. It's probably one of 3 great movies that have come out since Endgame because we've had Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Okay.
We've had Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
Shit, I would even throw Shang-Chi in the mix because Shang-Chi was a great movie. I love Shang-Chi. But other than that, Shang-Chi is the one with the Asian cast.
No, I do know who that is. When did that come out, though?
It obviously is right
2021.
after.
My bad. I don't know why I thought that came out before that.
No, because if you keep
I thought it was pre-pandemic. Yeah, no, okay, definitely top 3 since Endgame. Your internet is not great right now. You're not even moving for me. Yeah, if you haven't seen Deadpool, what are you doing with yourself?
Can you? Is it really that bad? Can y'all hear?
Now I can hear you. Now you're moving. Before you were just frozen.
Like frozen, like Olaf, or just frozen?
Frozen, like the giant bad guy from Frozen.
That's not good.
Yeah, you know, at the end of Frozen, spoiler for Frozen, where there's the big snowstorm. I'm just in case. There's a big snowstorm at the end, and then Anna gets frozen.
Are you asking me, or are you asking?
I'm asking you because the viewers haven't seen it yet, so this is a spoiler for them. So you know when she's like ice, that you were the ice Anna, except you weren't doing that. You didn't have the thing. But now it's good. It's fixed. So, Deadpool, Wolverine 3.
Nani, of course, it's always okay for you to take off your pants.
The fact that you were even wearing pants is weird, honestly. Thanks for making it weird, dude.
You wearing the brown pants or the white pants? That's the better question that we need to ask.
True. I'm actually gonna go take off my pants and use the restroom. So I'm gonna let you start the discussion on Deadpool.
Why don't you take the camera so we can see what's going on? Diddle us. So anyway, hey, let's talk one more time about our unofficial sponsor. We have from the Sweetwater Brewing Company gummies. Can y'all? Wait. It's their gummies brand, like gummies, like the candy gummies. Tropical IPA. It's actually really good. Honestly, for those who don't know, I hate IPAs, and I've been trying IPAs until I find a couple. And to be real, I found a couple that are okay. Out of like maybe 20 IPAs, 2 or 3 are really good. This is actually really freaking good. And I threw some Skittles in there too, to kind of give it like a little more of exotic taste. But it's very, very delicious. But this is a 9.5 percent alcohol rating for this. It's a hazy. It's a hazy double IPA, bursting. Once again, bursting with tropical citrus flavors. But yeah, it's from Atlanta, Georgia. It's actually a really good beer. I highly recommend it. So salute to everybody. Great beer. I would highly recommend. But damn, look at that shirt. I love that shirt. Japan. Konnichiwa, bitches.
Wow.
All right. Before we get into our next topic, T, I got some very important questions to ask you.
Okay.
Once again, you are a huge WWE fan, correct?
Yes. Okay. Sure. I would say
Well,
wrestling,
are you
and I would say wrestling in general. I don't watch as much WWE as I used to, but
okay? So you like wrestling?
I keep up with it. I try my best with WWE. I don't watch it like I do the other company.
Is there any who's up? Okay, so here, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Let me see if you know who this. And here, I'll even make it interesting for you. All right, but you have to agree. Whoever helps you, you have to put them on speaker. Actually, screw that. Call somebody who will know WWE questions in case you don't
No,
know.
I got it. I got it.
But if you don't know, you do have to call someone. Fair?
I can try.
And that fair person is Jordan. I need you to call Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get him on the phone, but I can try.
All right. All right. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right. So this should be easy to start it off. Honestly, you could even ask Chris. I don't know if you know. The reason why I know at least a little bit about wrestling is because Chris is he still is a huge fan of wrestling. He's the one who got me into wrestling.
Next time I
So,
have to call you. Keep your phone ready, Chris.
all right. So, question number one: who is often referred to as the Texas Rattlesnake?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Motherfucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. You know, because you got it right, I'll take a little swig. And if you get it wrong, you got to take a swig. Are you
Ooh,
okay
that
there,
was
big guy?
close. That was close. It's like the volcano in the science experiment. It's like, is it going to erupt? No, it didn't erupt.
You know, so I'm gonna take back what I said because these questions are way too easy. So I'm not gonna take the
Oh,
whole day. You get it right. 'Cause this is
okay.
okay. Which wrestler is known for his phrase "You can't see me"?
John Cena.
Correct.
Is that why you asked me how to spell his name?
No, I told you why. He's our guest. He's our special guest
Right.
later on at the end of the show.
Okay.
He's gonna hop on.
My bad. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. All right, so who defeated the Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, breaking his undefeated streak?
Brock Lesnar. Excuse me.
Damn,
I don't know what
really?
happened there.
That's really good. You're right. Oh, come on. Dude, this is like the worst. I don't know why I get like the
Why
worst
do you keep
trivia.
getting these quizzes from like Facebook?
Shut up, but they're too easy for you.
Who used to own WWE?
What is the real name of The Rock?
The Rock. What do you mean real name? That's his real name.
Come on, big guy, just say it.
Dwayne Johnson.
All right.
Is there a hard one in here, maybe?
Okay, hold on. This may be a good question. Hold on. Yeah, I would have never guessed this. Which pay-per-view event is best known for its ladder, chair, and table matches?
TLC.
God. Yes, you're right, obviously, but damn.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite
Who is
matches growing up. Yeah, sorry.
who is nicknamed the Heartbreak Kid?
Bret Hart.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's Shawn Michaels. What a dummy. Jesus Christ. I just said his biggest rival of all time instead.
Loser. Which female wrestler is known as the Queen?
Charlotte Flair. You can't really tell that's Shawn Michaels.
Oh, good job with Charlotte. Come on. Honestly, I think some of these were going to be hard. All right. Who won the first ever Royal Rumble?
Well, the first ever Royal Rumble. Shit. First ever Royal Rumble. Is it Macho Man?
Nope. Do you want to call a friend?
Is it Hulk Hogan?
No. Everybody knows this, YT. God. You can phone a friend.
Was it Yokozuna?
No. He has an American first name.
American first name. Jimmy Snuka?
Close.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
You're going south now. Come on, bro. You have a Japanese shirt on. Come on.
That's why I guess Jimmy Snuka.
No.
All
right. You can phone a friend.
I would, but I won't. Can I get a hint?
The one that I said that you were close, that was his first name.
Jim?
Yes.
Jimmy Crackhorn and I don't care?
Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Jim Duggan. Or Dugan.
Is it Duggan?
Yes.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize he won the first one. That's wild. Okay.
Who was the first WWE Universal Champion? You can phone a friend instead of wasting my time.
Randy Orton.
No.
Triple H.
No.
Universal?
Universal Champion.
Finn Balor.
No.
Kevin Owens.
Wait. Who'd you say?
Finn Balor.
Yes.
Okay.
Loser. Who finished it? Who uses the finishing move RKO?
Randy Orton.
What does WWE stand for?
World Wrestling Entertainment.
In which city is the WWE headquarters located?
Oh, they just fucking move. Might say Connecticut.
Yeah.
City of Hartford? Hartford, Connecticut?
You're right on the state.
Oh, shit. What city is it?
Honestly, I'll give it to you if you want. Like that's a good
Yeah, I
one.
can't remember what city it is exactly. And it just moved too.
You know, it's fine. I know geography is not your best.
It's really not.
Stanford, Connecticut.
Stanford. Oh, yeah, you're right. Obviously, because you had the answers.
Really? I didn't know that was their name. Which team was known as the Brothers of Destruction?
Kane and Undertaker.
Who holds the record for the most world championship wins in WWE? It's two people.
Ric Flair and John Cena.
Really? You know that? There's a lot more, but I'll give you one more.
Give me a hard one.
Who? I want to know what's a hard one.
Okay, give me one that you wouldn't know, but it's like a name you never heard of.
I don't know that I just asked that I don't know.
Give me a name that doesn't make any sense to you.
Who was the inaugural WWE SmackDown Women's Champion?
Becky Lynch.
What the fuck? Hold on. How? Man, here I know you don't read. Which wrestler's autobiography is titled "Have a Nice Day"?
Mick Foley. Mankind. Dude Love. Whatever you want to call him.
Shut up. Okay. I feel like. See, like I wouldn't know this, but I feel like you would. Which wrestler had an iconic entrance with a lantern in a dark arena?
Bray Wyatt. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, of course, R.I.P. Okay, hold on. All right. Which superstar threw Mankind off the hell in a cell cage in 1998?
A Taker. You got to stop getting your quizzes from Facebook, dude.
Your face should stop getting the quizzes out there.
Fair enough.
Which superstar is nicknamed the Big Dome?
Roman Reigns.
Do you know the real name of King?
Of Kane.
Yeah.
Glenn Jacobs. You know he's a mayor of some city. Knoxville, I think it is. Knoxville, Tennessee, maybe.
Don't talk to me right now.
Okay, no side facts. Sorry, my bad.
This ain't about you right now.
Right.
Which superstar was billed from parts unknown?
Isn't that also Kane?
Nope. Come on, you have one more chance.
Undertaker? No.
No. See, you don't know anything about WWE. It's the Ultimate Warrior, loser.
Oh.
All right, next topic. I'm ready for you. Let's go. How about you learn your WWE facts?
How about I learn my WWE facts? Oh, what a shame I am.
Loser.
Should never leave my house again.
Hey, babe, don't tell Whitey, but he knows a lot about WWE. You don't know shit.
What were you saying there? I couldn't hear you.
God, this is honestly, this is 9.5 is hitting me.
I'm surprised you like it because I was nervous for you.
This is actually really freaking good. It could be the skills. You know, I'm gonna add a little bit more skill. Just a little bit.
So yeah, we haven't talked Deadpool versus Wolverine at all, which is kind of weird for us because normally we do, but we've been holding on to it. Yeah.
We decided to go to Nani's brother's wedding, our cousin's wedding. So whose fault is that?
Mostly mine. I mean, I had to freaking miss the movie for like an extra week, and then it's like even worse that I fucking had COVID. That was terrible.
Exactly. So it's your fault.
Mostly my fault. But I had a lot of hope going into this movie, and very similar to No Way Home. Sorry, No Way Out is a WWE pay-per-view. Sorry, similar to No Way Home.
Also a movie, but I can't think of the who's in it. But
that's not a Robert De Niro kind of movie, or like a Al Pacino movie. I feel like, right?
Hold on.
I feel like it's a gangster movie.
Here, just keep talking.
Like Carlito's Way. But yeah, similar to No Way Home, I had high expectations, and then somehow they exceeded the expectations I had and made a banger of a movie. So again, last warning: if you haven't watched a movie, you might want to leave now. Of all the cameos they have in this movie, which are all fantastic and all hit perfectly,
AKA bonerific.
Bonerific. The fact that they used Xavier's twin sister as the evil villain blew my mind.
Really? That was everybody knew that even before the movie came out. Like she was in the.
Well, here's the thing, and this is something I was telling them the other day. I don't watch trailers for any movie that I plan on seeing. So if this is a movie that I'm definitely going to see, I don't watch trailers because I don't want to be spoiled going into a movie. No, I know you love your trailers. Your trailer day, the minute it drops, you're watching it. The thing is, if I watch a trailer, I'm going to ruin the movie for myself because I'm going to like fucking watch the trailer 17 times and I'm going to dissect every single part of it. I'm going to know half of the plot before I even get into the movie theater.
To be honest, if the script gets out online, I'll even read the whole script.
See, I'm not going to pay for a movie. I'm not going to pay $25 plus food to watch a movie I already know half what the movie's about.
You don't have to get the food though.
You think I'm going to go to Alamo Draft House and not get the churro popcorn, which is amazing, even though I had COVID, it still tasted delicious? I'm going to get the fucking churro popcorn. Better believe it.
To that, did you get their spiked? By the way, this podcast is also
unofficially sponsored
by Alamo Draft House. Did you get their spiked milkshake? They
I
had this
didn't.
peanut butter milkshake. It is orgasmic.
I will next time I go, but again, because I had the vid, I was playing it safe. But for those who don't know, Alamo Draft House is a new theater to us in Southwest Florida, but we're experiencing it in our time in Texas, and it is basically a restaurant slash movie theater. There's a frog behind you on the right hand side. Holy shit, that's crazy. Nope. Yeah, there you go. There's a frog. Just chilling. It's a theater that they. Nope, it's not coming through. You gotta say it louder. Say it louder. Nope, I don't know what you're saying. I thought you were going coochie 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 coo.
Oh my god! Coochie, 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 coochie.
There you go. Okay. So it's a theater. Yeah, go through your thing. I'll explain Alamo Draft House. Alamo Draft House is a theater slash restaurant. You have your own server. They come out to you. They bring you whatever you request. You got a full menu: beer, food, wine, anything you can think of. Milkshakes. It's amazing. It's if you Google where you're at. I imagine if you're watching this, you're maybe in Southwest Florida. If you haven't been there, I would go there. And you get to enjoy amazing food. They bring it out to you, and then at the end of the movie, they come and settle your bill. It was an amazing time. It's a lot fancier than I was used to in Texas. And again, in Texas, this was 10 years ago. But you got a little table, kind of like a table you would have at your desk in school, and it just kind of folds in and out, or like twist in and out, and you can set your food and drinks on it. And there's a little button on it that you can press for them to come out during the movie if you need a refill, or if you want to order different food or whatever. They've even provide you a pen and paper. You can write it down. They pick it up and walk past you. They don't even bother you while you're watching the movie. It's really seamless. It's a really good theater. But getting to enjoy this movie in that environment, and despite of having the vid, top notch, amazing stuff. Watching the Deadpool that's on his shirt, 5555 Deadpool, or just Pool. Sorry, there's no dead.
Yes.
But yes, going back to, I don't watch trailers for anything that I like. If I'm planning on seeing a movie, I do not watch a trailer. I try and be as blind to what's going out into the movie as possible, because if I watch a trailer or if I watch or read stuff, I'm going to crack the code a bit. So I want to go into it not knowing what's going to happen.
Like Blind Owl.
Like what?
Like Blind Owl.
I don't know what you're saying.
Blind Owl.
Blind Owl?
Isn't that the old lady blind? That's
Blind Owl. Okay, yeah, like her. Yes. I thought you were saying owl, and I was like, hoot hoot. But yeah, I don't normally watch a lot of stuff that goes, like, I might watch a commercial here and there, but that's really it. You're okay, bud? The gummies are hitting you pretty hard, huh?
It is. I know, like,
the gummies are doing business. So yeah, I went into it not realizing that she was, I think I had seen a promotional something for her, like I had seen the actress set in the movie, but I didn't realize who she was playing. And so as a non-comic reader, I only barely knew who the twin sister was. And so the moment it was revealed that it was her, and she was, you know, for those who don't know who she is, it's Charles Xavier's twin sister, who he killed when they were in the belly of their mom, because he could sense the evilness in his twin fetus sister. It's really dark, but ooh, that's a good sound. She's the perfect villain for this movie. Like, just amazing. Make sure you watch what you're pouring, because you're gonna spill that. But the whole hand inside the head and how they did the CGI for it, beautiful. Like, just visually stunning. You gotta pour that on the mic, and I'm gonna laugh so hard. But yeah, the film is amazing. The cameos hit perfectly, not overdone. I mean, and that's hard to say because it's it's a Ryan Reynolds film, and so it's supposed to be cheesy. You know, he's cheesy in himself, and so there is a cheesiness to any Deadpool scenario. Don't do that. You have so much Deadpool energy right now; it's insane. I feel like I'm the Peter Terry Deadpool. I want to say that real quick.
Bro, Peter, he basically is Deadpool. He is that movie. Fuck Ryan Reynolds. Fuck Hugh Jackman. Peter. He makes that movie.
He does.
Like, why the hell did they show him having a huge dong at the end?
No, he
Like,
doesn't
when
have.
he was
He doesn't have a huge dong. He's got a giant sack.
same thing. He ain't French. God.
Tomato, tomato. Nailed it. Yeah, I think the movie from beginning to end, it's a good length to it. I didn't really have any issue. I just rewatched it last week. I didn't have any.
Wait, what'd you say?
I just rewatched it last week.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if you were going to be able to come to my house.
So you watched the bootleg version of it?
That sounds like an accusation.
You say you saw it from your house.
Maybe. You can't prove anything in a court of law, so I'm good. So yeah, rewatching it again, I didn't find anything that I would have said, they could have done this differently, or maybe that could have been left out, or this could have been explained better. And they had that freedom because it's Deadpool and it's supposed to be campy and funny and all that. But they let Wolverine be Wolverine. I'm ignoring all the cameos right now, and I'm trying not to get into it because I feel like that should be a you thing. But I just want to talk about Henry Cavill.
The cavalry.
The Cavalry.
Respect on his name.
I'm sorry. This is why I should have let you talk about it. You go ahead. You take over. I messed it up.
Right now.
Huh?
You don't want me to take over right now.
I kind of do because I just fucked it up. I think that you will unfuck it up.
We have the Cavalry. And honestly, let's start with the Wolverine. Oh my God, I can't even think right now. Deviants. Oh my God, bro.
Variants.
I'm in 4, but bro, like once again, I don't drink like that anymore. I'm not in my 20s. I'm in my.
He's just
oh
a
my
baby.
God, I'm in my mid 30s.
You old ass bitch.
Oh my God, you're older than me. Shut up.
Older than you by like 36 hours, if that.
Anyway, probably because I looked at the time. I was born at 11 in the morning on the 26th. What time were you born?
Oh no, I think I was born like a little bit after midnight.
Okay, so we have more than we have.
Yeah,
we
like
have
maybe 40 hours, something like that.
Like almost 48 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Could have been twins.
Anyway, so what are we talking about? I forgot.
We're talking about the cameos in Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Oh yeah. So we had the different Wolverines. Honestly, so the short Wolverine, the comic accurate Wolverine, was probably my favorite one.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, bro! I was just dying.
If they would have gave him like another 10 minutes, like imagine real quick, imagine he's like, you know what, I can rock with you, and then they go out and do like maybe like a 5-minute like adventure, and he's like trying to work with him. He's like, nah, fuck it, I can't work with this dude, and he just sends him back. I would have died. I
wish they would have had a little bit more interaction with some of the Wolverines, but it was cool. Obviously, we had the Hulk versus Wolverine show up. That was a good one. Apocalypse Wolverine, Old Man Wolverine. They had then, of course, the Cavalry. I don't want to get too deep. Okay, so Calvary, like T was just saying, is basically Henry Cavill as Wolverine. He did the the Mission Impossible ching ching
The
bang
reload.
bang. He did that little number. Honestly, like, bro, I'm almost like 100% positive that Henry Cavill is gonna come over to Marvel. I don't think he's gonna do Wolverine. I really do believe they're actually gonna keep Hugh Jackman until he fucking dies.
Till he's 90.
I really don't see him leaving that role. And the thing, and it's one of those things like people hate, like celebrities hate to be typecast. I'm sorry, I keep moving this because like I feel like I need to move it every once in a while, you know. But anyway, so I'm thirsty.
Oh well, boy. You can tell it's been 2 months since we did a podcast. This guy is struggling right now. I agree with you. I think they're gonna rock with Hugh Jackman as long as he's willing for it. And it's nice that they did this because you could tell from his interviews post it and his post after it, he has that fire lit back up to where he trusts Kevin Feige and Marvel to do the right thing by
letting him be Wolverine.
He's being Wolverine. Fucking let it be. Fox fucked up the X-Men.
Okay,
I love the X-Men movies. I don't think they're as bad.
Hold on a tit. Okay. Here, let me hear your nonsense, and then I'll counter you. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, are the X-Men movies not great? Sure, but I think I have a soft spot in my heart for X-Men. I grew up on the X-Men cartoon and really loved it. And so when the movies came out, I was a big fan of them. They kind of fucked up the Days of Future Past and future, all that nonsense. They really.
See, this is the nonsense that I didn't want you to say, but go ahead, finish it, and then I'll correct you.
They really fucked up the end of their X-Men franchise, but I think that now that Hugh Jackman has seen what they can do going forward, that they're gonna make some good content. You've seen Charles Xavier in was it Multiverse of Madness that he was in? So they've tried to right the ship, and I think they've done more of that good work with Deadpool 3. So I think continuing forward, we're gonna see a lot of good X-Men work. But what did I say wrong there, sir? This is not a good time for Flappy Birds, bro.
No. I was updating my tweet. So let's get something straight. Fox is actually pretty decent with what they do with the X-Men. The only thing what they suck in, and to be honest, I can't wrap my brain around why they suck so bad at it. But they don't know how to handle the Jean Grey, the
Phoenix.
They don't know how to handle Phoenix because you need to show Jean Grey as this superhero, as this, basically at one point par with Charles Xavier, but low key she is above Charles Xavier, and then turn her into a villain, which is her Phoenix, because the Phoenix persona has been basically been kept in a glass bubble. They don't know how to do it. Marvel, to be honest, I don't know if they know how to do it.
Have you watched the new X-Men cartoon, 97?
To be honest, I haven't.
They did a really good job with Phoenix.
They did. See, obviously the X-Men 97 has nothing but great like hype. That is like it's great. They finally did a great job with the X-Men, but they don't know how to handle Phoenix, the Fox era. That was their issue. Apocalypse was kind of like their downhill. Days of Future Past is probably their best X-Men movie. It is. Days of Future Past is probably my, when it comes to like the X-Men movies, my all-time favorite movie from them. After that is probably X-Men 2, X2. It's probably my second favorite movie from them. But Days of Future Past is their best fucking movie, where they show how the world is, where I forgot homie does the little thing, the thing where they kill all the X-Men thing, and they kill all the population has the X-Men gene, etc. The mutant gene. Yeah, that movie is fucking fantastic from start to finish.
You're right. That movie is good. First Class is rough.
No, it isn't. What are you talking about? If it wasn't for First Class, we would have never had a Days of Future Past. If First Class had the same reaction as that that X-Men Dark Phoenix had, we would have never had Days of Future Past. First Class is actually really freaking great because it gives a great origin story to the story that that everyone always wanted to know. What is the origin story of Magneto and Xavier? How are they so? My God, if I was sober, I could tell you exactly the way I want to say it. Conjugal.
My only problem with that movie is that they have Darwin, and they kill him. Why would you kill Darwin, the one guy that can adapt to anything? How does he get destroyed?
Wait. Darwin.
The
You're
one
talking
guy
about
that like turns into like Ash when they're in the fight in the like
because he's not a main character. Like, it's sad to say, but he's not a main character.
No, I get that why they killed him,
No.
because he's not important, but like his power is that he can adapt to anything, and then they kill him. It's like he's okay, he's not really powerful at that point.
I get that. Now, granted, I haven't read the comics where he is truly involved in, but if they're gonna kill him off that quick, I feel like he's not that big or that sought after comic book. Like, oh man, I want to read more about this guy. No.
Then they shouldn't have picked him. If your power is that you can like adapt to anything and nothing can kill you,
If that's your argument, that whole group from First Class, the majority of them died.
right?
You learned about that in Days of Future Past that a lot of them died.
Right, but he's the one that shouldn't die because he's the one that can adapt to anything. Don't put him in this movie if you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, he had basically like this bomb or something like that he had to swallow internally to die. My point is that Days of Future Past answered a lot of questions that we all wanted to know.
Right, for sure.
They started the movie off with the intro for the first X-Men movie. Magneto using his powers to shake the gates, and then he got knocked out. That's how they started the movie for Days of Future Past, which honestly was great. It was a great way for him to start the movie. How he was a Holocaust victim. His parents died. And that is the reason why he ended up hating humanity. Because he realized that humanity don't give a fuck. That they'll kill you just because you're different.
Michael Fassbender is an amazing actor.
It's so deep.
Yeah.
It's so deep. And then Days of Future Past is even like, they don't even go into like the humanity world. They go now more deeper into the mutant world. How deep the roots of it actually get. But then Apocalypse and the Dark Phoenix, they go. Dark Phoenix was already and fucking Dark, and then Dark Phoenix just goes completely out of left field. Dark Phoenix was a joke, to be honest. Honestly, like, I tried to watch it recently with my boo here, and I couldn't do it. Like, even Dark Phoenix was like, bro, this movie really sucks.
Yeah, I can watch Days of Future Past. Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse is a good movie still. It's rough, but it's good. It's watchable.
I could watch it. Yes.
Dark Phoenix is a wild mess. I mean, that's the last one they made, right? I don't think they didn't make any X-Men movies after that, right?
To be honest, I think the biggest actors that came out of that movie was Evan Peters.
Oh yeah, he
Evan
shined.
Peters,
Yeah, he shined after that.
his character is probably the best.
And then he even gets a fucking cameo in what's that show? WandaVision.
For who?
WandaVision for Evan Peters.
Oh yeah, but his role in WandaVision wasn't really that bad.
Right, but it's because he was so good in that movie that people were clamoring for him to be Pietro again.
They bring him in more. Honestly, like actually seeing Evan Peters more in other platforms and other shows makes me actually like Evan Peters more. He's like his range of acting is actually really great. Yeah. The first time I saw Evan Peters was actually in that MMA movie.
Knocked Out or whatever. I think we watched it together actually.
Never Back Down.
Never Back Down, and he's like he's a friend who like was recording stuff. Yeah.
I think he was also in the second movie, but not more of a fighter. But like he in Never Back Down, the first he was just a chunky friend that liked to do it. Then he was in Superbad, and then like he blew up in the American
Horror Story. Yep.
Like honestly, his range of acting, of what he can actually perform in, is actually.
Oh yeah, he has skill.
I think he needs to be in more. Honestly, like some of these actors that they're trying to push on us right now. Like don't get me wrong. Like what's the new chick that everybody is like fond of? Sydney Sweeney. I think that's her name, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she's that great of an actress. For the most, let's be real. The people that love her is because of her body. But as far as an actress, I don't think she's really that great.
I haven't seen her in anything that stands out. Not that I watch a lot of her stuff, but the most recent thing I watched, unfortunately, was Madam Web, and that movie was trash all the way around.
Oh my god, that movie was horrible.
But I watched that. Let me not say I watched that. That movie watched my living room while I was doing stuff around the house because that movie was so bad. I did laundry. I cleaned my whole house while that movie was playing in the background. I listened to the movie. I listened to the whole movie. But I did not watch the whole thing from beginning to end. But I knew going into it because Morbius was bad. What's the other one that's from Sony? Oh my god.
Well, they have Venom. Venom is actually doable.
No, Venom is good. Am I exaggerating? I thought there was another.
Let me mention something about Venom. Venom 1 is good. Venom 2, I think they dropped the ball.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Carnage is such a fucking badass, but I feel like they dropped the ball on Carnage. They got fucking what's his name to play Carnage? What's his name? Bro, I love him as an actor. Oh my! Hold on a second. I'll tell you right now.
Hold on. Pause.
I'm gonna. No, don't do
Andy,
it.
No. Andy.
No.
No. Who?
Oh, dude, I love Woody Harrelson. Like, I think he's probably one of. He's honestly, he probably is one of my favorite actors because like he can do a lot of roles. Like it doesn't matter what role it is. He can be a gay actor. He can be a comedian. He can be a serious actor. He can be a crazy man. He can do a lot of different roles, and he can play it off great. Like he's such a good actor, but I think they dropped the ball in the Carnage. Carnage is such a crazy villain. Like it's just wild that I feel like he didn't get enough screen time. They let there be Carnage. Focus more on the relationship between Eric, what's his name? What's the character's name? Eric something and Venom, then actual Carnage until the end. Major
like the last like half an hour of it. I wish so bad that Sony would let Marvel and Kevin Feige just take over. Like I get that they probably don't want to because of money and distributions and all that kind of stuff. But you see how much success Marvel movies have. Let them use your IP, let them use your stuff, and just get the money off of it. You don't have to have your name attached to it as hard as you want to have it attached to.
That's what I was trying to tell Kevin a few days ago, but he wouldn't listen.
I mean, if they mess up Craven the Hunter, how do you mess up Craven the Hunter? He's such an easy
We don't know
villain.
yet. We don't know yet. And honestly, Craven the Hunter is probably probably one of my favorite villains because he's not a superhuman. He's not. He's just an all around badass.
Right.
I don't want the movie until honestly it just goes until it's streamable because it's such a good fucking character. He's probably besides Venom, Craven is probably one of Spider-Man's biggest foes because Craven always wanted to have Spider-Man on his mantle.
Right. I mean, you still got Doc Ock, the usuals. You still got Goblin and all that kind of stuff.
Doc Ock has a purpose. Like he wants, like
Right.
it's a purpose. Craven just wants to fucking kill Spider-Man.
Right.
Honestly, it's the what's that book called? The greatest sport ever played. You never read the book?
I don't read
It's
books.
actually really
Have I read a book, silly boy? I don't read. I don't even know how.
let everybody know that T here doesn't read.
I don't know how. I would if I could.
Well, I believe it's hold on. It's called the greatest game ever played. You should read this book. It's a really good fucking book. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me
put some pimping in it.
Oh, look at you, big guy. I didn't think I thought I was gonna get alone on that one.
Yeah, amazing cameos. We got. I mean, for me, the biggest cameo, I think a lot of folks agree, is Blade. I wouldn't have imagined that Wesley Snipes would be Blade at all. The fact that they got a lot of the old X-Men villains, like the old Sabretooth, Pyro, a lot of the other ones were in there too that I won't name, but that was pretty cool too. Getting fucking Chris Evans to come out, and you're sitting there thinking it's Cap, and he's saying a lot of Cap kind of stuff. But he's a little spicy, but not too spicy, and then he fucking says "flame on." That shit was crazy.
The Most Dangerous Game. That's what the book is called.
I haven't read that. No, I haven't heard of that.
It's a great book. It's based. I'm sorry. I never go like.
No, you're good.
But the Most Dangerous Game is basically the story of somebody like a guy. Basically, it's the story of a guy that's being hunted, but it's basically a wealthy man who has hunted, rhinoceros, elephants, etc. Like basically like big games.
Right.
But he got tired of it. He wanted a challenge. So what is the most challenging thing? A human knowing that he's being hunted and then having to hunt a person knowing they're being hunted and see if they survive being hunted.
I feel like I've kind of heard of that, but I haven't read that at all. No.
It's a very popular book. It's been noted in like a lot of movies and books that have that similar, like Predator. Predator has that same mentality. They just instead of being a human, they use an alien.
Right.
But yeah, but back to Deadpool. Yes, a lot of cameos. Channing Tatum. I hope they
Nailed
give Channing
it.
Tatum. Ryan Reynolds has been basically on his own social media posts been publicizing they need to give Wesley Snipes a great send off, not a Blade 3, but an actual send off. Like, hey, let me die as Blade and then bring in the new guy. sad to say, Marshall, whatever his name is, Marshala,
Marshala Ali.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna get his Blade movie. And
Yeah.
honestly, I think he's in. If he isn't, he is. In my opinion, I think he is the best cast for a Blade
Oh yeah,
movie, hands down.
amazing
Like,
actor, fits the role. You know, is a good successor to Wesley Snipes. Like it's a perfect casting. It just seems like it's been doomed for some weird reason.
well, the reasons a lot of it has been because of scripts. The people who have been hired to write the movie haven't written it good. Um, like, there's just so much that goes into it that I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can say in that aspect is that, like, I think being that even though Wolverine did get his send off, he's back now. But I think that Wesley Snipes, being the fact that who he is and what he did for Marvel, even okay, oh my god,
I don't
there's
know
so much.
for
There's a lot of gray area. Yes, Blade brought Marvel to where Marvel needed to be. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't Robert Downey Jr. It was Wesley Snipes. Marvel was a rated R movie. Did exactly what it needed to be. It needed to be a man who was just out there fucking killing vampires. But it was a Marvel movie. But even before Blade, we had the Punisher, who was ran by, which I don't know if you even know. It was run by the Russian boxer from Rocky 4. You know the
uh
Russian. He was also in the Expendables. He's friends with the Russian
yeah,
guy.
yeah, the is it Lindgren or whatever his name is?
Hold on.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name. He directed that, or he like
No,
he
He
funded it.
was. No, he was the Punisher.
No,
Hold on a second, buddy.
talking about the OG Punisher from like early 2000s.
No, even before that, buddy.
Oh, okay, I don't know about that then. There's a Punisher before that one.
Yes, 1989.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
Dolph Lundgren. You know the
Lundgren,
Russian
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. No, I know who he is, but I didn't realize there was a movie.
Yeah,
89, Jesus.
he is the original Punisher.
Wow.
Now in the 2000s,
Wow.
yes, there was a Punisher, which honestly was pretty good. I am not gonna lie. Is the guy that was in Deep Blue Sea, the main actor?
No, yeah, I love
A
that
great,
movie. That's a good time.
great
Michael
movie.
Michael France.
John Travolta was the bad guy. It was a good movie. I liked it. It
Oh,
was
Thomas,
entertaining.
sorry, Thomas Jane. My bad.
But prior to him was the Russian guy in 1989.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't realize that was a thing.
He was the first. I want to say one of the first Marvel movies that went into the big screen that was popular.
That is insane.
But then after that, it was Blade. Blade was superior to the Punisher. But Punisher, like I said, Punisher is such a huge movie. Like, they did great. They did great for him in Netflix with the Punisher show and him being part of Daredevil. Like, the Punisher show in Netflix was phenomenal. And I'm glad they're bringing him back for Daredevil Born Again, because we need a Punisher. We need somebody who's a fucking badass that's gonna go out there and just shoot people for, like, we need a motherfucking rated R guy out there. You can say anything at any time, bro.
Okay, you're kidding, bro. No, I think oh, what's this dude's name? He played Shane in The Walking Dead. The guy who's playing The Walking Dead or Punisher right now is amazing. It's a great fit,
yeah.
great casting. Again, Marvel does good casting. They know what they're doing. But I hope that they do a good job with continuing where Marvel is right now is in a good spot. They had been during the pandemic or like post pandemic struggling pretty hard. They kind of got screwed by what's his name being oh, what is his name? It's eluding me right now.
The old CEO of Disney.
No. The guy who was playing the villain, but then they had to scrap it because he got arrested for is
The
it
black,
what's
the
his
black guy.
name?
Oh my God, Marsh. No.
No.
Honestly, I want to continue this conversation, but it's that time.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Continue on talking about it.
Nope. Jonathan Majors, and he was going to be, or he was, and then he ruined it for himself. He was acting as Kong the Conqueror, and completely ruined that. And they had to have sideswiped that since then. I feel like that put a lot of their plans on hold, or they had to reformulate their ideas for what was going forward. Now we got Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, which is nuts, and then I have no idea where they're going with that. And I should probably stop talking about that until he gets back. But Marvel was in a rough spot. I think post COVID, and they're slowly fixing it. And a lot of folks are saying this Deadpool Wolverine was going to be a good reset for the MCU, and I agree. The one thing I will say is that they have to follow this movie up pretty well to have them in a good spot moving forward. And I think the next movie coming out, if I'm not wrong, is Captain America.
In
But
America.
they have to follow this up strongly. I'm glad we're going to get there in a second. Hang on to that for a second. We're going to get there. But I was looking for Jonathan Majors. He was going to play Kong, and then Kong got arrested and all that. So, what is your opinion on Robert Downey Jr. being announced for Doom?
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna let Marvel do what they're gonna do. I have no voice anymore. Can't say no.
Kevin's not calling you on speed out, like, hey, what do we do next, dude? What's next for us, bro?
Honestly, it's gonna be interesting because obviously, like this whole genre, this whole series of Marvel right now is expanding on the multiverse. That there's just not just one universe that there's multiple universes. So, being the fact that there's gonna be a multiverse where Tony Stark is Victor Von Doom.
They haven't said that exclusively. I don't think it's gonna be a Tony Stark variant.
No. It's not. I think it's gonna. So there's a lot of theories on it. I think they're just using. I think they're just gonna be using Tony Stark as the Victor Von Doom, but I don't think he is the final Victor Von Doom. If that makes sense. Once again, we're in a multiverse, so there's more than one Victor Von Doom.
Okay.
But I feel like Tony Stark is not the final version of it because there's 2 Avenger movies coming out. Okay, and they both have to do with, Victor Von Doom is the first one, and then Secret Wars. So I don't think, once again, Tony Stark is going to be the final Victor Von Doom. It's so confusing now, but I'm hoping that you understand what I'm trying to say.
So you're thinking that they're going to use him initially as a Tony Stark variant who is Doom, but then they're going to somehow find another way to twist it to there's another variant who is the actual Doom.
Correct. That there is actual, like, the head Von Doom, because there's so many people, like, that they wanted to play Victor Von Doom, and it just seems too easy to just say, "Oh, let's put Robert Downey Jr. People love Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom." No, let's
I mean,
make him
it's
a
gonna sell tickets, that's for sure.
exactly to get people back in, because honestly, they need to figure out how to get people back in their good graces, because they have fucked up with a lot of the Marvel movies that have come out. Like Thor, Love and Thunder was a huge flop, and they should have done so much for fucking Thor. Like Thor, like they should have done so much more for this guy. Like, how can you go from Ragnarok to Love and Thunder? You know what I mean? Like, there's been so much flops, and even the new Captain Marvel movie, and I watched it, and even like, yes, I agree with a lot of the critics. I think they should have went harder on the villain, and that's somebody so fucking weak.
For Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah, the villain was terrible for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they should have found somebody strong.
She's along the same lines of like a Phoenix, to where she's so powerful that you need somebody to be as powerful as her. And the only adversity she really had was that she couldn't keep up with Miss Marvel and like not keep up, but like make it all work with all of them working together. That was the adversity she had, was trying to make sure they were all safe.
Captain Marvel could have beaten Thor by herself.
Yeah.
Not Thor, Thanos. Captain Marvel could have beaten Thanos by herself.
Yeah, they had to nuke her, which I get. You got to make her still seem like less powerful, so they did their tricks to it, and it worked out in Endgame. But they've got to get. They're in a point where they need a world beater, and the world beater was supposed to be Kong, and then he ruined that for us. So they have Doom, which is another world beater. But how did they get there with it being RDJ? I don't know. I trust them to do it, because when they have the time to make a plan and people don't ruin their plan, it works out.
I really feel like they learn from their mistakes. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna make it better. To be great, I haven't seen Agatha.
I haven't watched it either, because I'm more of a binge watcher, so I'll watch it when it's all done.
I was about to watch it yesterday, but then I was like, I was the same way. I'm like, bro, hold on.
Yeah.
There's only 3 episodes up. Let me wait till at least there's like maybe 1 episode left, and then I'll watch it.
Oh no, my internet's crapping out. Hang on a second.
You look good to me, buddy.
All right, we should be good now. We should be good.
All right, but anyway, I think we've been good on Deadpool and Marvel for a minute, right?
Oh yeah, I really want to get into NFL, and so I mean, I don't.
Hold on a sec. Oh no, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna ask you, before we get to our next topic, I want to ask you a few questions, but I want to see if you can call somebody first. I don't. If you don't have the number, I'll give you the number, so you can call them in case you need some help. Hold on a second. 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 Hey, Whitey, hold on.
I'm holding.
What are you holding?
I'm holding it.
Hold on a second. Okay, I just texted. Did you get it?
I did. Let me check my phone. Ooh, don't make that sound, please.
Huh?
Starts with a C.
Huh? All right. So I'm gonna ask, before we get to the next topic, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. We're gonna have a little tribute question about Harry Potter. How good do you think you feel about these questions?
I'm a pretty good Potterhead, so I think I should be all right. But let's see what we got.
But if you don't know, you call that person.
I'm gonna call that person. Did you warn this person or no?
Yes.
Okay, as long as she's warned.
So the first question is, Key. Give me 1 second.
Okay, no, it's cool. I'm gonna hold again, I guess. I was just holding a minute ago, but I guess I'm holding again.
No, you better hold a lot, actually.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to hold all of this, but I guess I'm holding. Holding?
Are you still holding?
I think so. Yep, confirm. Still holding.
All right. So the first question is,
Okay.
what is Professor Remus Lupin's secret?
That he is part werewolf.
You got that, big guy?
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right. Ew. Vomit, laundry detergent, and booger are flavors of what candy?
No, it's EoT.
Vomit, laundry detergent, and booger are flavors of what candy?
Can you not say it that way? Just not like that.
Okay, I'm making
You're making it.
What candy? I know what kind of candy it is. I need to know like the exact name of the candy or what kind of candy it is.
As close as possible.
What up? What up, dog?
What are you talking about?
There was a dog next to you.
Nope.
Nope, no dog. Just kidding.
I don't see anything. Bye, papito. Deuces.
So again, same question. I need to know the exact name of the candy.
Vomit, laundry detergent, and booger are flavors of what candy, YT? Spill the beans or don't say it at all.
They're jelly beans, but I don't know the exact name of the brand of jelly
Also,
beans.
they only accept that, okay? But they're Birdie Bots, every flavor of beans.
Every flavor beans, yes. Okay.
Okay, don't forget that next time.
Birdie Bots, every flavor beans. Got it.
All right. Actor Robbie Coltrane played what beloved character in the Harry Potter movies?
Hagrid.
He Googled it. Let the record show that he Googled it. What spell instantly removes the wand from your challenger's hand?
Expelliarmus.
Which other character memorably said, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Dumbledore.
Cholitos. Hi. Sorry. All right. So, what is Draco Malfoy's mother's name?
Oh shit.
You might need to make that call there, boy.
Matilda? No, it's not. That's not it.
No, really? They're from England. Wait, isn't there an English cartoon called Matilda? No,
Maybe
that's Madeline.
there's a movie, Madeline.
How you remember, buddy?
Mom. First name.
Call your person.
Call my person.
make sure you have her on speaker too.
Can you hear me?